We're live. Well, you were meant to say something. You were meant to say hello and welcome to All for United or something like that.
You said be quiet and
come on.
Right, anyway, hello everyone. How's it going? Welcome back to All for United. This is All for United Uncut. It's so uncut we don't even have an intro. Hope you're all doing good.
Do you want me to go into this?
Yeah,
do you want me to talk about this? So basically, today made me realise a few things. Number one, how amazing the people on this channel are. Just to say the very least. And even though like Joe wasn't there in person, Joe was sending so many supportive messages, which was absolutely amazing. Connor was trying to get some video on ground to send over non-stop. Oh, someone's got us on. Nat was fantastic. And what Nat represents is just so many amazing fans. And also what many people don't know about Nat and about Jonathan and about most of the women's, the people who are responsible for the women's show is actually the work they do behind the scenes, not just for All for United on other channels, but also spreading positivity and the importance of fans' voice. Mark, what you done today was spectacular. Karthik, what you always do is spectacular. And obviously Temmie's not here, but you know, Temmie gets up a ridiculous o'clock to do stuff for this channel. And we've got such a great international fan base. What today made me realize, and what this week has made me realize, is A, how much we all blimmin' love our football club, and B, how important it is that we all have a voice. Now, whether we like it or not, protesting is a fantastic start, but the Glazers aren't going to go like this, which is why, and you guys know my thoughts on this. I don't want us to turn into a Love United, Hate the Glazer channel, and that's all we do, because ultimately we're here to support the team as well. As soon as we get to tomorrow, it's boom. Come on, lads. I'm not even thinking about the Glazers. I'm thinking about those boys on the pitch and the team, the club they're representing, which would be the crest that's on my heart as well. So ultimately, I wanted to change around the branding a little bit. And this is going to be the badge that we use moving forward. Because for me, this represents the fact that we want our club back, but ultimately we are united. We've got the red in there and we've got the green and the gold, obviously to represent that we want the Glazers out. Secondly, I've changed around some branding here. So wait a second, you'll be able to see this in a second. I'm going for a bit of a slicker, sort of dark and red approach. And the reason why we didn't do an intro, guys, is because this is All for United. Hello, Reds. Welcome along to All for United.
It's just us and the rest of the league. That's how I see it. That's absolutely brilliant.
I wanted a we're going to win the Premier League at the end there, but unfortunately I couldn't find that today, Karthik, so I'm going to have to go and have a look. But
how did I know? How did I know that Thierry Henry would arrive shortly after my face?
Ben, you know what? I'll do you one better. I'll give you a Premier League and the Champions League one by the end of the night.
I love that. But ultimately, yeah, that's what we're here for. Look, scrap the by the fans, for the fans nonsense. Scrap the, hey, we're all characters and all we're trying to do is get views. Ultimately, we're here for fans to have a voice. Yeah. And ultimately, it doesn't matter who you are, what country you live in, where you're at. If you love United and you want to have your say, whether you're on this amazing panel with some of the amazing people that we've got to meet. And I think, Mark, you said this to me. The reason why you love doing this as much as talking about Manchester United is actually because you've got to meet some fantastic new people. I mean, you met Karthik today and realised that dream didn't come true. But still, ultimately,
yeah, very disappointed actually. Yeah.
Ultimately, I've not met a bad bone. When I started doing this channel, and like I said, whether you're in the live chat, whether you're on the show, this channel is for you to air your views, and we're never going to go away from that. You're never going to have to pay for a super chat to have something show on screen. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to do today, and that's what we do moving forward. We do Uncut tonight. We talk about the protest. We'll be back next Sunday covering the protest like we did this time, because we've got to make that noise. We'll continue to support making noise, but ultimately, someone sent me a tweet the other day. I don't know if you saw this now. I don't know if you guys saw this. They were like, why are you talking about the Leeds game? We've got much bigger issues. We need to talk about the Glazers. And it's like, well, No, because ultimately, I also care about watching my team play football, and that's what I ultimately love. So we are not going to go away from doing that, and we're not going to shy away from doing that just because we want the Glazers out as well. So amen to that. Keep making noise, guys, and let's fucking get on with the show. I need to go and get a beer. Forgot to get one. Going to go and get a beer.
Couldn't find Karthik's we're going to win the league, but Joel's Luxembourg meltdown, no problem. Yeah, you'd think one would be easier to find than the other one, but you know, it's not like I say it every video. It's all right.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everyone lives in Luxembourg at some point. It just takes some teams longer than others.
No, Joe, they don't. They don't.
They do eventually, Ben.
They don't.
Eventually. Everyone lives in Luxembourg.
Name one team you can remember that's lost to Luxembourg.
Ireland.
None.
Yeah, there we go.
Ireland. Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, that's fine. We started the trend, and you're all going to copy us, and I'm fine with that. Okay.
If you're lucky.
While Joe's having a moment, let's go to the comments. Aaron Pandy's there. I said hello to him at Old Trafford. He had a great flag as well, to be fair. I think it said, if you can't give us 21, give us 50 plus one. And I was like, that's
brilliant.
That's a great one. Heather says, amazing job today. Proudly sporting my AFU top as I watch this. I look even. Hang on a minute. I've just popped who this is. Never mind. oh, hang on a minute. Connor, do you remember what I was speaking to you about before we went live?
Yes. Yeah.
I could cause some trouble here, but I won't.
What? You can't just do that. You can't just do that.
I could, but I won't. Moving swiftly onwards.
Did he make a pass for you as well, Karthik? And Makona said the same.
Tried it on everyone today, didn't I? You weren't there, mate.
Loads of love for the new intro, by the way. John says brilliant video. Stuart says brilliant intro. Awesome, says Stuart. Andrew says great. And then there's someone about, but here we go. Can I buy a t-shirt with the new logo, Ben?
Go on, Karthik, model it. Seeing as Mark was so quick to take it off.
Oh, come on, Mark. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, Connor's got it on as well. There we go, Connor.
Look, Carter's got a little jig going on there. Great job, Carter.
Thank you. Also, I would like to address. Hang on there. Rage Queen Tim's. It's because we're not actually in the same square. We're actually in different places. This is an online stream.
But also, guys, we do have to be careful because we all know, according to the UK government, I don't know if the Irish are the same, Joe, but COVID only comes out after 10 o'clock. So stay safe, people. It's now 10:15. Can I ask a couple of questions? Because I really want to get nitty gritty into the protest and stuff. Obviously, we've done the live show, but Nat, Karthik, Connor, Mark, you were there. I suppose anyone can take this now. I know we spoke afterwards, but a lot of people really making comment about the amount of people that were there. But I was actually shocked, enjoyed by the turnout. What did you guys make of it?
Yeah, it looked good. It was a good turnout. It was busy. I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm back. Because obviously the Super League happened. We were all sort of worried that we we're going to lose our club, that we we're going to lose what we love, and this just. It's we want our club back kind of message, 50 plus one, us having a say. And I just think that the fans have come out today and shown a good representative nature of themselves. There was a good vibe. Everyone was positive. Everyone was singing. Everyone was back together. It just felt like match day in a way, but for a different reason. Why we were there.
We were a little bit nervous walking up because we didn't see anyone on the way there, and then we got to the forecourt and everyone was there. And we were just like, phew.
Can I ask you a question, Karthik? Didn't someone go in at you on Twitter earlier on because you said exactly the same as what Nat said there? When you got to the point where you were chanting and you were enjoying the protest, like so to speak, with a chance to sing the songs that you love. It was like being back at a match day. Didn't someone tweet you going, you missed the whole point of the protest?
Yeah, my tweet was literally the best part wasn't fighting for our club and this and that, but it was this. And I was like, well, I have said that was the purpose of the protest. I didn't say we're all there just to have a sing and dance. We didn't.
Someone in the live chat kept posting that wasn't the proper protest. That wasn't the proper protest, and it was just like, look, if you're waiting for a singular day and a singular time to make yourself known, then clearly you don't care about the cause enough. You've got to keep banging the drum if you really, really want to make a difference. And yeah, it was quite interesting. Go on then, Mark. What's everyone like in real life?
No, you know what?
I'm dying to know this.
Was you starstruck when you met the famous Karthik?
Absolutely was in awe.
Mark,
I did get recognised twice by the way. I'm not gonna
how
lie.
tall is Carrick in real life?
He's fucking tall. I didn't expect him to be that tall. Yeah. I was not expecting that, and I did say this year. One of the first things I said I wasn't expecting him to be that tall. You know,
did he say I wasn't expecting you to? Was he saying I wasn't expecting you to be this ugly? You look better on the camera.
Yeah.
He did. To be fair, I did quickly realise that Mark was part robot when I met him.
Which part? What did you grab?
I've got a thing on my arm for my diabetes in the back of my arm. So they saw it and they're like, what's this in your arm? And I was just like, nothing major. Biopic arm.
It's his chip. That was his chip from the government. They said that they were giving him a COVID injection. It wasn't. It was actually just to monitor his movement.
It's like a thing
after I got the new 5G contract.
Yes, exactly that. Connor, what about you? You had to sit in a car with Mark for like a couple of hours, didn't you? What was that like?
Certainly jolly on the first way home, weren't you? After a few drinks over at the pub on the first part.
I'll have you know, I was jolly the whole time. Thank you, Connor.
Yes, you were good company. You were good company.
Yeah, but we'd not give him a lift again.
For Karthik and Mark, well, obviously Mark, Karthik, I found my sunglasses after 6 hours or so apart. That was a big part of the day, trying to find the sunglasses again. No, I will just say, actually, credit to Mark for, bless him, he's the one person I saw all the time in the protest walking around with his phone up, making sure that, you know, the stream was fully there. So full credit for that.
That's just from loads of practice, though, isn't it, Mark?
Yeah,
my phone up in the air
was certainly better than my left. My left arm didn't last twice as long.
Well, guys, you were all fantastic today. So I just want to say cheers to you guys. Well done, and well done to everyone who went and protested today. Honestly, you made some noise, and you heard. And Nat is already in her comfies. She's had a couple of pints in city centre. She's back home.
Well, that's what I was. I was not even going to go. My friends would come from Sheffield. I'd double book myself. I wasn't even going to make it. And I sort of said to my mates, it's important we get there and we go and sort of see some people. And I know Mark met a few of my friends and Nicole was out. And so it's just good to like meet the people who we share this, like, because it's been COVID. We haven't been able to get out. So it's, I know, like, sort of that wasn't the purpose, but I was out in town enjoying myself, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to get down there. So I got down there for just after 3, and, you know, my friends were like, oh, you know, even they felt they were part of something, and they're not even football fans, you know. So that's how I think it went down, the whole thing, that non-football people thought it was a good day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%.
I'll totally echo that. And I was going to mention earlier, you're absolutely right. I mean, whilst we were all there for a particular reason, you know, this was also a big day for us, you know, meeting everybody and you know, it was really nice. And, you know, everybody's been in a very difficult position over the last year and, you know, one way or another. And it was really, really great to meet everybody in person. Really good. Really good.
How wholesome.
Yeah. What about Joe? What did you go to today, mate? Save any more lives at the hospital? What's happened?
A couple here and there, you know. It's not like saving a football club, you know. There was an old woman, she fell over and she broke a hip, and I told, get out of the way, we're talking about Man United. You know, like, it's all natural occurrences, you know. It's not a big deal, really. You know.
Get out of the way, I'm gonna go do Uncut.
Yeah, I've got my stuff going on. You might be dying, but my football club will survive. And you know.
Sorry, Grandma, I can't help you right now.
Yeah, I wish I could, but I've got to comment on this YouTube video, you know?
And comment you did. Comment you did as well. Yeah. Let me quickly ask you though, Joe. I was hosting that. I was so proud to be hosting that show. Honestly, that is one of the. I told on Twitter earlier on. That was one of the best, the best things I've done within sport. Like not. I said this online earlier. Not because of my own performance, but because of how it felt doing the show. How important it felt, how it was bringing people together. The viewing figures, they don't mean jack to me really on that side of things, but it was the fact that I was saying to the guys, we were airing live calls for the first time.
Yes,
and
I saw Yeah.
We had 60 calls. Like we had 60 people from around the world tried to call in, and these weren't just people in the UK, Indonesia, you know, the Far East, the Middle East, like all over the place, over in America as well. People were calling from all over the place, and I just felt so proud that we were able to give people a voice. But also seeing the scenes, Joe. I don't know about you, but just looking at them, I was like, yeah, the fans have done us all good today.
Yeah, I was so proud, genuinely, and it felt. For me, being associated to AFU United, that I knew I had Kartik, Natalie, and Connor and Mark and everyone like on the ground. I was like this. I've never felt so connected to my club at this moment in time, because it's one thing when you're celebrating our victories or even like falling apart at our faults when we're not doing so well. But when we need to come together as fans, we have our people on the ground that are there when we need them to be. But when you can't be there, we're still there with you. And it was this incredible like wholesomeness of connectivity that I was like, this is what it's about, supporting as a football club, because it means more than just winning games and losing games. It means what it brings us together. It's about being part of that club, and it was beautiful. It really was, and I hope it continues on for a long time until those fucktards are gone.
Yeah, just a quick one as well. Callum was also at the protest today, and all he did all day was be a miserable bastard and complain about his hangover.
He was hungover, yeah. Poor bastard.
He endured the day in the end of it. He didn't actually survive. Oh, bloody hell.
God. Go on, Harvey, you can have the show back now, mate. I can
have it back. Thank you very much. I kind of just want to play that intro again and just watch it again. You know,
let's do an intro. Do it again. Do it again.
You know what? I'm going to do it. Where is it?
Do it again.
Roll it. Yeah, but the problem is Hello, Reds. Welcome along to All for United.
It's just us and the rest of the league. That's how I see it.
It's just
that definitely needs.
So good.
That definitely needs.
It is good. It sounds like it should be part of like Breaking Bad or something like that.
Do you want to know something as well? Okay, I was drinking with a mate of mine, just there for the last couple of hours.
You drinking?
No, water. Sorry, I should have specified that. But
hang on. Before you continue, Ben,
right? Can I hit one thing right? So I literally made. I'm not gonna lie. I made that intro in half an hour in the end, and that included me sourcing the clips as well. Like, I really rushed through it for what it is.
I can say, Ben, that's the best thing. That's the best thing you've ever done in a half an hour. So fair play to you.
Yeah,
I never knew you could have lasted that long.
What's that, Charlotte? You disagree? She's gone to bed.
She's very far away. She can't come on camera to
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so I didn't really. Whatever I say now, Joe's going to leap on. So I made that intro up quite quickly today, and I couldn't source through the clips. But I've got to be honest, Callum, I did look for a clip with you, but you can blame Joe and Karthik, who you're mainly on shows with, for putting up banners in nearly all of the videos that they do, which meant that I couldn't get a clear shot of you.
Okay. I want to. I spot the boss here. Spot the boss this way. Going. Oh no, it's the employee's fault. It's not me. It's not me. It's
Guys,
the people I have put in charge of doing the episode.
Your volunteers.
Technically.
Employees. Hello. Where's my check?
Yeah, it's coming. P45.
Joe.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Volunteers.
But no, come on, let's talk football stuff. But yeah, no, basically I created that really, really quickly. But I sat down earlier on and I had a word actually with Charlotte. She's really good, she's really creative. And I just said to her, this is what I want to do. And she went, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And then I showed her a few ideas that I was playing with. And she went, well, yeah, that's good. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to do it.
So can I ask, Ben, was it your idea or Charlotte's idea to put Thierry Henry right after my face?
So I had to edit that because unfortunately it would have been Declan Rice and not Thierry Henry. So I've actually had to butcher that clip up a little bit.
So it's slightly better.
It's slightly better with Thierry Henry.
Okay, well, I guess I'll thank you, Ben.
But two things. I got Mark's shit haircut in there. Hopefully you saw that.
You did.
And also, I got Bruno and Temmie in there too.
You did get Bruno.
Oh yeah, you did.
That's for all of us.
And I got all the AFU women team crew as well.
Yeah.
I got the screen up with Matt, Benny, and Nat, and Jonathan. So yeah, but I couldn't find the John and Judge Jules clip, which I really wanted.
No, I'm going to find that one for you, and I'll find the Champions League and a Premier League clip.
Yeah, we're done. Yeah, basically. But yeah, no. Hello, Nicole. Let's talk football.
Hey, Nicole.
Yes, football. That game where people, Speaking of which, can I just say, this is going to sound really weird, right? Isn't football just like a weird thing? Like, we, as grown men, decide to go
and women.
And women, sorry.
All peoples of all...
And others. And
others, yeah.
Decide to go and watch another group of people kick a ball about. Isn't that weird?
It's not. Is that what you learned in college? Is it?
Yeah.
You spent 3 years learning.
Yeah,
and they kind of went, lads and ladies, look, we just kick a ball about. We're here for 3 years. Let's just sit in silence, okay? You can play on your phones or whatever, but just don't tell anyone this is what we're doing, okay?
My dissertation literally just says, do a goal.
Do a goal?
Great English.
That's my dissertation.
Oh man, that's too cool. To be fair,
that's going to be my team talk tomorrow morning. Hey, do a goal.
Do a goal, and don't let them score. Do a goal too. just us do a goal, but don't let them hear me saying that it's only us. Okay, they're not allowed.
Look, Nicole agrees with me. It's weird. We just sit there with football tops on. Why? Why do we decide to wear what they're wearing while watching them do what they do?
But why do we go to gigs?
Like, no, hang on. You don't go to a construction site in full construction gear, just sit there and watch them, do you?
Well, maybe if they look like David Beckham.
Okay, you don't go to a gig with a guitar and go, you know what? Yeah, I'll watch you. I'll just hold this and you play it. You don't do that, do we?
Nat's lost it. Nat's like, I haven't got time for this. Nat's like, let me go to bed.
It's well weird. Don't you ever just sit and think about things like that?
No, it's weird. It's weird. You know what? I agree. It's weird that we just do it and you just think, and there's times where I've stood in Old Trafford thinking, why the hell am I here? Like, I'm just here. I'm like, no.
You know what?
Like,
I've thought
grown men, and we're all just shouting, and we don't even know what we're shouting at. We're not UEFA. We don't know what we're talking about. I'm hearing people shout things like, pass it off, through him, and all this, and you just don't even know what they're saying. And
you
just kick the ball better. It's mad. Kick the ball better than
you set of highly paid individuals.
Yeah. You're better than I am, but I know better than you, apparently.
To be fair, Charlotte always says the same when I'm like, look, but we can't go, like, because obviously we've got the kids and stuff. Like, we need to go out every day. Otherwise, especially on a weekend, otherwise they're just not entertained. So when I'm like, oh no, we can't go out, we've got a midday kickoff United play. She's like, but it's just 11 men running around a pitch. I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not 11 men running around a pitch. But it is. Yeah, no, I know, technically.
No. She's just saying that to annoy you, Ben, to be fair.
No,
yeah. It is technically, it's 11 men running on a pitch. But to us, it's 11 warriors fighting for our destiny. Okay? And let's be honest. And that's
Can I just say, I love how serious this comment section is actually discussing this right now. Yeah, football is tribalism and the game that keeps on giving.
Yeah, it's so true.
True, but don't you just love how it makes you feel and react? I've just asked the stupidest. Any other channel would go, what the fuck are you saying, Patrick? Get out.
And we've still got like 30 people watching right now. How?
Bring it on.
Thanks, guys.
Go to a game, start a chant of equals MC squared, not attack.
Well, look, guys, we've got a few things. We've got a few things I want to talk about. I want to talk about the Super League stuff. I want to talk about Ed Woodward going as well because we've just spoken about the protest. But also two things that I also want to bring to the party is that red card today. I don't know if you've seen it. They are again making the headlines for I didn't see it. Reason.
He literally got sent off for kicking a ball.
Yeah, literally got kicked. Go on Twitter now, mate, and go see if you can find it. But also, just quickly, all Premier League clubs have just announced that they're going to boycott social media next weekend.
Oh, brilliant!
United have pitched it as part of their hatred campaign. So see racism, see red, see it, report it, stop it. And United are boycotting social media next weekend, which is funny because there's a protest happening next weekend as well, and it's Manchester United v Liverpool. So very interesting timing. Ultimately, it's the right sentiment, and it is obviously the right thing to do. But yeah, interesting.
Well, why is...
Go on.
No, I'm just wondering why he's bringing Arsenal fan TV chants in here. Get out. Anyway, carry on.
No, don't. We're all united now. We're best friends.
No, hang on. Stop. Right. When there's a protest going on, yes, we are. When it's done, I can go back to hating them and laughing at them.
Yes. Did you see Leno? Yeah.
Well, the Leno era.
That is beautiful. That is a thing of pure beauty.
Arsenal were called an elite club for about 3 freaking days.
Hang on. Hang on. What did you just call me, Andy?
Kazakh.
What? Kazakh is not my name.
I love the way that sentence falls apart the more you read it. Like the longer you go it.
Shout out to Andy. He sent me a tweet earlier on. He's a good guy. I love that. So quickly, Super League. Let's go around the table, everyone. When that all what were those 48 hours like for everyone? Go on, Carpet. You can lead it.
40. Yeah, and you know what? That feels like a long time ago because of how quickly everything happened. What?
I just saw the red card.
Oh, I thought you opened your selfie thing. Sorry, Joe. You're a handsome man, but not as handsome as Mark, apparently.
Seemingly so.
Yeah, so
I'll take silver medal in this. Sorry.
It all happened at once. So, what was the first we heard of it? It was in the middle of the United game, wasn't it? Oh, hello, Ben.
Oh, hey, Ben. Wow, hey. How's things?
Wasn't expecting.
Look at that fucking beard.
Man, I trimmed it a little bit.
Did you really? By trimming it, do you mean you made it grow longer? Because I saw you less than a week ago, and it was definitely shorter than that.
Well, unless I'd be super gluing some bum fluff to my face, mate.
I'm not going to judge you for anything. I'm saying nothing.
Well, to be fair, you spent most of today with Mark, Benny. So,
It's true.
And his hair looks shorter on the side since I last saw him. So, I mean,
who, me?
Yeah.
Well, I had it cut the other day, didn't I?
Well,
no wonder.
Wait a second. What was your message in the conversation? The barbers are starting to sting me or something. What was that all about?
No, I don't know.
He couldn't afford a meal deal today because he had a haircut.
No, yeah, basically, I said.
That's what you told me.
I did. You're right.
Yeah.
So, all right. Just to give you a little bit of background, you're right. I bought a packed lunch today because I was supposed to spend my last 35 quid. You might take the piss.
We're going to take the piss. We're going to take the piss. Whatever you say next, we're going to take the piss.
Some people like organised, so No, I was spending.
Yes, they would be primary school children
on barbers, and I didn't get up for it. So I had a bit of money today, but they go, yeah, I bought packed lunch. So fuck yeah.
You're a good boy, Mark.
Nat, can you believe you met him in real life?
I know he was. When I saw him, he was holding his camera and he was doing his thing, walking around. He was probably dedicated.
Can we also talk about the fact that he completely ignored you at one point as well? You kept running after him, and he's just walking away.
I'm really sorry. I can assure you, that wasn't intentional. I was busy trying to do the shit work and holding the camera up. And my
that wasn't. You smashed it. You smashed it. Don't call it shit work. You absolutely smashed it. And
Ben, we're slagging Mark here. We're not on his side. Come on.
I just want to reflect on that story. One of my favourite moments, a part of that, was when you and Nico, you did Nat. You jumped in front of him and done the funniest. Me and I can't remember who was there at the time. We were wetting ourselves like, there's that. Oh God, what a day. Sorry, Carpet.
Well, that's what made it, innit? That's what made it. Just think, like, I know people are saying, "Oh, it's not match day," so but. F them, fuck them.
Yeah,
it felt like
by the way,
it wasn't match day. That's what makes it fucking great. That's why we love it. That's why we watch 11 men kicking the ball. Match day, getting hyped for it, the energy.
Yes,
and we need that energy to push these tramps out of our club.
Yes. I love the way Nad went FM and went fuck them. That was probably the favorite part of my sentiment where she goes, I'm not going to swear. Actually, I am going to swear. Fuck.
I forgot what I was talking about.
You're talking about the crazy 48 hours of the Super League.
Yes.
Thank you, Ben.
Yeah, so it was in the middle of an actual fixture. That was the weird part. Like the commentators was going, "Oh, and we're hearing that there's going to be a Super League. got Gary Neville, your reaction. I'm like, there's a game going on here, fellas. It's just like, what's going on? And then it just exploded, and then everyone was losing their minds. It would have been even worse if United had lost. Let's put it that way. Like, imagine if we'd lost that game, and then
we didn't, because they're winning the league.
No, because we're winning the league, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously. And then it just spiraled, and then we're like, yeah, well, game's gone. Half of us were thinking of just abandoning the club that we love because that's how much we care about these 11 fellas kicking the ball. And then it then started spiraling back downwards because then we saw the rumours of, the club starting to bottle it. That's because I can't find a better word to describe it. They did bottle it. And then I think it was Chelsea and City who pulled out first because, we're all high and mighty, aren't we? We don't like money. We're going to back out. And then it looked as if it was going to crumble, and then it did. And then Perez gave that stupid interview and that stupid statement of, 22 to 24-year-olds don't care about the game. We need to make matches shorter. Well, how about make sure your shit new tournament lasts longer than 48 hours? How about that? And then it ended up just being the 3 Spanish clubs plus Juve, and you're still going, you know what, this will still go ahead. Well, you've got a Spanish Cup with an Italian team, mate. Have fun.
I bet.
And now it's dead.
Tottenham thought they were in for a chance of winning the title at some point, weren't they?
Spurs.
Right.
Spurs.
Do you remember? Did anyone watch the stream that I did on the day that it all died? And I had the different fans on. I had the Arsenal fan. I had the Liverpool fan.
I was watching
That Spurs fan looked depressed.
He really did. I swear, because Carter, you pointed it out a couple of times. Like, you look very sad. And he's like, nah, mate, I'm fine. It's
and
like,
he did, to be fair, he did say he liked the idea.
Yeah, well, there you go. There you go.
Go on, Joe. What are your thoughts on it? And what those 48 hours like for you? What were your emotions? I'm getting pissed off one beer here.
Well, look, to be honest, for me, I was fairly depressed by the whole thing because I thought it was a natural conclusion. We did a show on this in November. Samson and James were on that where we talked about it, and I thought it was inevitable, but then when it actually happened, I was like, this is it. I didn't think about it. What's this? Wow, this is a place with hilarious channels.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Andy.
Cheers, Andy.
You want to meet him in person?
Best course of
we were in the pub
in history. Well done, Reese.
That's a good one. Yeah, no, I was fairly.
Joe, you sounded like you looked like you was in a bit of thought there over that comment.
I was
Did I know? What?
I've considered things before in my life. Okay, but in the football league, it was the only time in my life where I considered properly not where I could see a future would not support Man United, because with this it was such a divide from what I've stood for with Man United and what I believed in, that it just wasn't right. It never felt right. And if it came to a conclusion that this was going to happen, I could see a time where I would not support Man United. But if they were doing the whole Premier League thing, I can imagine supporting them in the Premier League, but completely ignoring, like Bild are doing with Leipzig, ignoring completely what they're doing. But they still exist. That would be it for me. But I'm absolutely delighted it didn't work out, but we have to make sure the Glazers aren't there to make a come back in a couple of years, because we know it's Kroenke, we know it's Glazers, but we know it's the lads in Liverpool, whatever they're called. So it's not over yet, because it's still their ultimate goal to make this happen. But they failed this time, and let's hope they fail forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good points. Nat, what about you? What were your emotions like?
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't believe it. I didn't
Thanks,
believe it was a thing. I didn't believe it was, when it broke, like what Carter said, broke in the middle of the match, and we thought it was, not a real thing. And then obviously the Monday, that's when it was like, shit, this is actually happening. My football club's gone. My football club's died. I thought, listen, they're going to take it to China, to Dubai. Not that should never happen. Not that, Global Reds, they should be able to watch it. But I didn't think the derby, when it actually mattered, I didn't think games like that would actually happen. I know they've tried with the 39th game, the Premier League have tried. They've tried with this Project Big Picture. So like what Joe says, they're always going to keep trying little things. And now I just think the whole of football's come together, and then we need to stay together. Because, like you say, FSG, Kroenke, Glazers, whoever, and even City and Chelsea's owners are painted like some great City, and I think, well, not that great, are they? They're painted as but they're the ones who pulled out and they're the ones who saved it. No. They pulled out because they had the pressure. They didn't pull out because they wanted. They would have gone ahead with it. It's just the backlash from everyone why they've pulled out, and I just think it just shows no owners are perfect. No owners are better than the others. It's just all about money for every owner. It's a business, but it's about like 50 plus one. That's what it's all about for me, and it's made like a lot of people sit up, government people realise that Manchester United, even though it's global, even though it's this, it started in Manchester, it belongs in Manchester, and no one can take it out of Manchester. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why it says Manchester at the start, and it's the same with every other club. They belong here.
I don't know if you guys agree with this, but City were actually the ones
Andy.
that shocked me the most, because I think you could probably vouch for this, but watching it from close, and potentially you as well, Karthik, in Manchester, City over recent years and their owners have invested a lot within Manchester and a lot within their premises, and everything to do with being Manchester City, based in obviously Manchester, but also getting grassroots on side, getting the academy on side, doing that up, making sure that they're working more within the local community, the whole Citizens Project, etc. That's to try and capture the heart of Manchester, and to try and make City feel and the City feel like the owners are not just putting money into the club, but also into the city, right? They sold their soul, like literally made all that work nearly pointless, worthless. And that shocked me. I mean, we could talk about the working men background that Liverpool United come from, obviously, and sort of, the integrity of our clubs. But for me, in terms of recent history of what they've been trying to do as a club, Manchester City, this went against the whole frigging project. I didn't get it. Get it.
It shows it's just about money. It's just about money for these people. Like it doesn't matter. They can put all this money in Citizen and Manchester and all this, but it just shows that they don't care. They just care about themselves. And that's why the fans need to have a voice. Period. End.
On this topic, why do we think PSG didn't go into it?
Go on, Mark. You can answer this one.
Well, I don't know, but to be honest with you, a bit like Chelsea and City, they didn't need to go into it. They're not really owners like PSG that probably need. I mean, everyone wants a bit more money, but need that funding. So I'm really shocked that either of those two win it, and I think probably PSG, partly because of the reaction that obviously when it all came out on Sunday, probably didn't want to have that uproar. And in all honesty, we talk about it, no disrespect, but really they're a one-team league. So why are they going to want to break away from it?
Mark's just giving you the right answer, but do you want to know the actual correct answer to that?
Go on.
Their chairman's just been appointed basically the head of UEFA. So that was never going to happen. But also, Qatar Sports Investments that owned PSG, the ruler of Qatar owns that company, and we all know where the World Cup's going. It's all political. It's all people with money, puppeteering. That's why they didn't go in. It's having those links. Whereas ultimately, all the clubs that entered, if you go and have a look, they're all breakaway clubs with owners that are just billionaires or have a billionaire family. Like, they don't have any association really with the sport. And this is what gets me now, Connor, and maybe you can hit on this a bit. I've heard it actually from really good people, and I'll tell you guys afterwards, that the stuff that come out about Ed Woodward and the whole Super League thing, it's actually true. Apparently he knew that a Super League was potentially going to happen, and he's been in talks about it, but the way it happened over the weekend, like it did, according to the people who I've spoken to, he didn't know it was coming. He didn't know that was happening, which is why when the head of UEFA came out and called him a snake because of that chat on Thursday, as far as Ed Woodward was concerned, he was happy with the UEFA reform. I don't know why he was, because it's a load of bollocks, but still he gave his word to being happy with it. But Connor, with the way they all left their positions under UEFA, the way it all happened, how can we believe anything that comes out to do with Ed Woodward now?
Well, you can't, and I don't think you can believe anything that UEFA or FIFA say either, because they're just as bad. Let's not ignore the fact that FIFA are trying to expand the FIFA Club World Cup as well. That with the expansions that they're trying to put in, the new UEFA Champions League format has gone under the radar, and how ridiculous that is as well. So I don't think you can trust any of them, to be honest. And I'm not surprised. I think a lot of people came out and said that they were surprised, why have the Glazers done this? I mean, it's no surprise. Some other clubs I was surprised at, but the Glazer family, couldn't really, just that's been coming for years. And don't get me wrong, this will come back in a few years. They'll let this die down. They'll do their apologies. They might make some fancy signings in the summer to try and make you forget. But in a few years' time, this will be proposed. And the only thing that I believe Perez for is that they've all signed contracts. There's no way that if this has been in motion for 3 years and they've all signed legal contracts and everything else, there's no way it can just end like that. And that this Super League project is finished and everyone, like you just said there, they've all left their seats at UEFA. So what happens now? They can't just all go groveling back. And so I'm sure there's been some dodgy dealings behind the scenes. UEFA might have slipped some money somewhere and, getting these clubs back on side. But in answer to your question, you can't trust any of them. I don't think it's just Woodward and the Glazers. The whole UEFA, FIFA, the Premier League, they're all as bad as each other. At the end of the day, we've just got to back the team that we see and that we love. So,
just on that. Sorry, go on, Mark.
That's right. Go on.
No, just on what you said, Connor, in terms of that they might come back. Now, Benny, I asked you this before we went to the protest. Now, obviously, the video didn't go out.
Wait a second. Do you want me to play the video now?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, right, 1 second. Let me find it. I've got it here somewhere.
Because we talk about government legislation in that, so it might be worth showing.
Yeah, I've actually got it here. Let me get it. Here it is. The problem is I don't know how good it's going to look on screen. Let me share my screen.
It's got me in it. It'll be fine.
I haven't downloaded it. It's got me in it. It'll be fine. Oh, my God. Wait a second. No, loads of numbers aren't going to come up, are they? No. Okay, good. We're fine. Here you go. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Oh, wow. No, numbers. Wait a second. Sorry. 1 second.
Hey, call me, guys. Call me. It's all good. I'm more than welcome to field some calls and get some calls at last, finally.
Okay, it's not going to work because I've run out of juice on my phone, and apparently I can't use WhatsApp on the internet if my phone's got no battery.
Oh.
Work that out.
Is there a way for me to do that? I could do it. Hang on. Oh, wait, no, I didn't even send it to you. No, man.
Yeah, but you're not on my WhatsApp. What are you on about?
Wow.
Oh, well, okay, right. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Wow.
Thanks, mate. I get it.
Right, anyway, I'll ask him the question.
Yeah,
anyway.
ask Benny the question.
We discussed something about government legislation, and the latest talks are that to work towards a 50+1, now it can't happen straight away, but the talks are that at the minute, they want to bring in a requirement of these clubs to have a vote of at least 50% of season ticket holders before they can make any sort of decision, such as a Super League entry. So, Benny, what do you make of that? And do you think it can work towards a 50+1?
Yeah, I think it's a start. It's a start, like I said to you previously earlier on in the day, that you want to keep it fresh in people's minds. You want to keep battering on at people, because I don't trust the government. The government will sweep it under the carpet in 2 weeks' time when the next hot topic comes along. So we need to keep it in the forefront of their minds, just keep badgering on at them. And if it's to start, if the start is that season ticket holders get a bit of a say, things have to go through the season ticket holders first and foremost, and that's the start. Because we know that the 50+1 rule won't come in overnight. It's going to be a gradual, long process. So for me, if we get something written down where it's in law, where it's in rules, where it's in power, that no matter what these owners want to do, no matter what they fucking want to do, what burger van they want to sign up, what bloody piss and noodle company want to sign up next, that it goes through the fans. It comes through us, you know. It's about time fans had a little bit of power back. Like I said earlier on, we're like the small, like, people right at the back of the queue that nobody gives a shit about. It's like, yeah, they'll be all right. Fuck them, you know. It's about time we took back power, or a little bit of power, from these people in suits and ties and nice fancy dresses, that we can you know, that we can have a say a little bit, because at the end of the day, like I said to you, football without fans is absolutely nothing. So it's about time that we've got a little bit of a say in how the beautiful game, how our game, the people's game, is run. It's not their game. It's not a rich man's game. It's our game. It's everybody's game. It's a worldwide game. It's about time that we gave more voice to the people, because that's what it needs, and it'll hopefully just curb a little bit of that greediness off from owners that want to go and, you know, do whatever they want, you know, basically fuck everybody else, you know. And hopefully it will keep them in check as well. If we don't like something, we could go, no, mate, what the hell are you doing? That's not how we run. You know, so it's about we need it, mate. We need something. And we need it written down, and we need it so we've got that bit of power. Yeah. You know, we're not going to have complete, whole 100% power, but if we've got a little bit, just that little bit, at least we've got a little voice then. Instead of having no voice whatsoever, and they could just kick us to the curb. Well, that's my feelings on it anyway.
No, you're 100% right, and I hope we do work towards that. You know, I 100% agree, and I know it's not going to be an overnight. I don't think we'll see something like that straight away. It will be the sort of season ticket voting, and then you get representation, and then we work towards, you know, the actual ownership, but we're a long way from that. But on a side note, on the note of fans, we just hit 3K subscribers. Well done, everyone. Thank you, everyone who's watching. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. If you like what you're watching. Yeah, we hit 3K. Any other comments on the Glazers and why they're absolutely vile?
Shower of wankers.
Well, yeah. How long do you want us to talk for?
Yeah,
we've got time.
Do you know what? Just on 50+1, we need to do a show on that, by the way. But I do want to probably have a chat with someone. I might speak to Kieran Maguire at Price of Football.
I was going to say him.
Because he's fantastic when talking about finances within clubs, and you know, he's balanced at the end of the day, and he lets the numbers do the talking for him. So we'll see if we can get him on next week. But go on, Mark.
Yeah, just in regards to what Benny said, really, whilst, you know, loathe them or loathe them, the government, you know, when COVID happened, football was obviously a massive part of everybody's lives, and even part of the government. You know, they were trying very hard to keep it running. You know, it was an elite sport and all this sort of thing. So I do feel that this probably has got a bit of legs. And, you know, that obviously there's petitions and whatever else, but I really feel that it is still raw. You know, we've had this conversation today. Whilst they might be going to Old Trafford next weekend when there's a game, you know, we felt it was right today because it's fresh in our minds. But I feel that this definitely has got legs on it. And as I said, I love them or loathe them, whatever. I feel that they will do something about this because I think it's in their own interest. You know, that it's all about, even for them, attaining some sort of money and influx into the country. So it's going to be in their own interest. So I do believe that, you know, it could be good signs going forward, hopefully.
I've got a question just to throw out there to everyone else. Does anyone else think that, like I said, well, obviously what Perez has said, can the government actually intervene if, say, these clubs have clearly signed some sort of agreement? You know, this hasn't just gone away overnight. Can the government actually make a difference to something that legally might have already been agreed behind the scenes? I don't think they can, personally.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But then, how true is that?
Exactly.
The only person who's come out with his contracts is Perez.
I think it's a lot hotter.
He's just trying to scare them to come back in.
And we know he's freaking shit with his fax machine anyway, so they probably didn't get the freaking contract. Can I just ask one question quickly on the 50+1? Nat, you'll be the best person to ask for this. The protest next Sunday is officially for 50+1, isn't it? That's what the protest is for. I know we said like this week was Glazers out, and of course that part of that protest is that everyone's going to be calling for the Glazers to come out, but the official title for that protest is it's for a petition to activate or get 50+1 into English football, right?
Yeah. I know I saw a statement that says, you know, bring banners that are about 50+1. Yeah. But I think it is all about, you know, Glazers out. But like I said, speaking to people, the main aim is 50+1, because the way I see it, not that I want the Glazers here, but you could get the Glazers out and then we could get an owner who's just as bad. So for me, we want the Glazers out, but the main aim is to get like what Ben said, either it's controlling through votes, through season tickets. It's about the fans having a voice. It's about the fans having a say, you know, having a controlling influence over the club. You know, Manchester people or not Manchester people, whatever, just fans of this club need a say in what happens. And whether it leads to us maybe having a say in who owns it. I don't know. But if we did have a little bit of power, maybe we could try and influence the right owners to come in, the right people, rather than just...
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, actually. We go on about getting rid of the Glazers, but you're spot on. Who's to say that someone else is not going to come in and do exactly the same? And I think you're absolutely right. The best way to be able to stop this from happening going forward, like it's happened in Bayern Munich, Dortmund, they're both very well-run clubs, Bayern especially. We need to get this 50+1 instilled. So yeah,
and on that, there is a petition going round. I will try and drop the link in the comments because that would be probably helpful.
Link it on the AFU account as well. I think Andy sent it to me earlier, but I didn't get around to posting it. So yeah, feel free to put it on.
Yeah, so I'll post it up.
Maybe a clip of something that the guys have just said. Just giving you some work, mate.
We'll do. And make sure everyone signs it because it needs to be done. Ugly Bear, it wouldn't affect transfer decisions. It would be club decisions. It wouldn't be on the
Could you imagine just getting a group of fans around the table together going, well, what do you make of this transfer? I mean,
Kathy, what do you mean you want to sign Wayne Rooney? He's retired. I said what I said.
Or if we're allowed a representative, we just get Connor to go on because he looks most like Harry Maguire, and no one's going to argue with Harry Maguire.
You're not going to argue with your club captain, are you?
I was waiting for that.
Give this lad a new contract.
It took Karthik about 10 minutes to call me that when I saw him earlier.
All right, okay, Slabhead, come on.
We had this conversation on the way out, didn't we? How long was it going to be before Karthik mentioned that?
The video if you think Connor looks like Harry Maguire.
You won't get any likes, will you? Because it's
I've got 80 watching. I want 80 of you to like the.
I was going to say, for the moment we mentioned Slabhead, we went up about 30 views. So
are they calling him a fridge? And that's what they're all here to see.
All right, guys, I've got to show this. We have got to quickly hit on it. Talk to me.
This is ridiculous.
Talk to me.
Look at Ben showing off his new StreamYard skills.
We can take calls. We can technically take a call if you wanted to take
right now. Let's do it.
Do you mean physically as well, or just
what? Let's do it. Where's the banner? Hang on.
Wait,
I'll ring us. I'll call.
Take it. No, not from you. I don't want you.
Is it the same number?
Okay, you don't want me. You don't.
No, is it the same number?
No, yeah, it's the same number. Yeah.
Ring us, baby.
The calls are charged at your local rate. I can't confirm nor deny whether it's involved in if it's involved in your contract bundle or not. I think it is, but I can't find an answer. We do this through Skype, and it literally doesn't give you clear T&Cs anywhere. But if you call up, we'll only get you on for a couple of minutes, so it's not going to cost you a bomb, and it'll be charged at your local rate. I don't think it's charged as international.
I would say it's 11 o'clock at night on a Saturday. No one is listening to you past the phone number on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, so Joe, can you get a phone number? Just like a voiceover guy.
Okay. Call us in the studio +44 114 360 9434.
I've got something. Hang on. Right. Okay, ready. Joe O'Neill is an Ireland fan. He goes through mental torture every international break. By donating £3 a month, you can help Joe support a new team, a team that might win things. Call us in the studio with the number +44 114 360 9434 and help.
By the way, just for anyone out there, +44 means 0 or 00. Just for anyone out there. So the number 0114 360 9434. Give us a quick call and we'll get you on.
Karthik, by win things, you mean just win a game? Because,
win a corner, mate.
Yeah, even a corner. Throw it even. Coin cost.
Oh, 1 second. We've got a call. 1 second. Right, whoever's on the line, stay there 1 second. Whoever's on the line, stay there 1 second. Let me bring you in 1 sec. Let me share my screen here. 1 second, guys. We've got a caller on. Let me get the right screen on. Hey, mate, who's that? What's your name?
Karthik, say your name's Karthik.
It's no, I'm not talking to Karthik. I'm talking to what's your name, buddy?
Andy.
It's Andy.
Oh, it's Andy from the
comments. It's Andy from the comments. Andy, how are you doing?
How are you getting on, lads?
Yeah, man. All good. If you get to ask one of our panel one question, make it worth their while. Go on, Andy.
All right. Okay. Where do I go? Okay, so Joe.
Go on, Joe.
Joe.
Okay, go for it. How are you, Andy?
Can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can't
How are
hear
you,
you, Ben.
Andy?
Oh, you can't hear him. Oh, we can't hear you for whatever reason. He can't hear you. Go on, ask Joe your question, and I'll see if we can bring him. Why can't he hear you? He should be able to hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Right,
Okay,
go on.
so-
Ask me Joe's question, and I'll say it to him. Then you can go and get back on the stream and listen to his answer quickly.
All right. So where is Joe from?
Where is Joe? Where is Joe from?
Yeah.
Well, Ireland, Andy. I'm from Nice.
What a waste of a question.
He says I'm from Ireland. Is that made your dreams come true, Andy?
yeah.
Ben, I'm from Nice, County Kildare, Ireland.
No, listen, just wanted to call in because the coverage today was absolutely amazing, and thank you so much for anyone that couldn't be there today. Just thank you so much because we all kind of felt a part of it.
Oh, mate, you're a legend. Thank you so much for the kind words, Andy. That honestly means everything. Thank you, bud. Appreciate that. And Joe said that he's from a certain place in Ireland, but all it sounded like was, to be honest, mumble. So I couldn't repeat exactly where he's from.
Andy, Aslar Lefen.
Okay,
cheers.
Listen,
And then he said, Alars the Flen. Or something like that anyway. Whatever that is. I don't know what that is, Andy. Anyway, take it easy, Andy. Thanks for the call, bud.
Take care.
Bye, mate. Bye.
Cheers.
Okay, I forgot.
Oh, Hammer, you son of a bitch. He knows what he knows. Hammer knows that little bollocks.
I forgot that I'm the only one that can hear the caller. The caller can only hear me.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
That's
Maybe
fine.
That makes sense.
But yeah, that's fine. There we go. We took a caller. That's all good. Anyway, the VAR decision for that challenge. Talk to me.
Monstrous.
Shit.
I feel like a lot's happened in between then. Can I see it again, please?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why are you acting like a Premier League referee?
Yeah, the referee's
Sorry,
getting
I'm
right.
sorry. Loads happened. Show me again.
So much happened. I genuinely forgot how it was.
I mean, Nicole, when I'm in the radio studio, I have to read numbers out like in a certain way. Like it's not 60013; it's like 60013. Like literally. So hearing these go +44, it's like, ugh. Yeah. There we go.
Look at me, I'm on radio.
You're such a radio
Look
guy,
at me.
Brilliant.
Whoa, you just called you ugly, man.
Radio friend.
We're not
friend.
We're not all
Radio
phone number
Gaga.
connoisseurs.
I've already been deeply offended by Cole coming on saying that he thinks the best looking person on this show is Mark. I mean, come on. We all know that's
Have you
a lie.
seen his trim? You know?
Mate.
Epic trim.
He's not even a man, he's probably a robot.
And I thought the hairdressers were back open.
There's 52 people watching us just roast Mark at this point.
Do I have to really get the challenge back up again?
No, you don't. Mark's just being a wet wipe. You saw the challenge, you know it's shit.
Wow. All right. Okay.
Oh,
No,
go
get
on,
look
show
again.
it, show it,
Come on.
show it him. I feel mean now. Show it him.
Here's the question though, right? If this goes against us, if this happens tomorrow, are we screaming for a red card for Balbuena?
Of course I am.
If it's the Wednesday of Leeds, for instance, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, it always looks worse when you slow it down. Like
No, it
in
doesn't
full
on this
speed.
one. It really
Shout-
doesn't.
Shout out
And-
while we're here to sedentary Gary, you know.
No, this one does not look like bad, slowed down or sped up or playing in
No,
reverse.
the more you play it, the worse a decision it looks.
Yeah.
Doesn't that then reach you that, like, in terms of them using VAR for this, it's not a clear and obvious error?
Yeah.
Like, if you've got to look back at 3 replays and slow them down, surely that's not. Benny, do you not agree with that? Is that not? Does that mean that it's not clear and obvious?
Absolutely, mate. Do you know what? Standing the referee, mate, Nat will tell you, we were always on about it in the women's game. Even in the men's game, standing the referee is appalling. Shocking. I always need to go look at a screen and think that's a red card. It's unbelievable. Football has gone too soft for me. Do you know what I mean? You can't even breathe next to a player without him falling over, rolling around like he's been shot 10 times.
Game's gone. Who's this?
Game is gone. Who's that?
Oh, what's going
Who's
on?
that? What's going on?
Joe,
What's going on?
Is he?
Joe, are you okay? Oh, okay, right. No,
Yeah, go on, you might as well.
what's happening here? Joe?
Probably asking when his bedtime is.
What's
Joe,
going
right?
on?
What's going on?
What? Who was that?
Yeah, you tell us.
Sorry, that was my brother coming in. because I ordered the pizza and it
Right.
didn't come. And he was like, "Where's your pizza?" Because I was told him my pizza's coming. Make sure you get it because I have a show on.
Oh, so boring. Anyway, what were you saying?
Oh my god!
Sorry, Joe.
Oh no! He asked you. I'm still muted. Am I still muted?
No, you're not. No,
I'm
you're
not
not.
still muted.
But we heard your whole conversation with your brother anyway. So
Okay, so you got the full thing. You got the
Yeah.
full thing.
You know what's
Well, I
going on.
never claimed it was interesting. You just asked me. Okay. Anyway, I'm making pasta in a minute, so that's what's happening.
What? No, 11 o'clock at night.
I'm hungry. I was supposed to be getting pizza this time. It didn't arrive. So
Anyway,
it's the life we live.
Ditch VAR, yeah?
Yeah.
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 Yes, guys.
Aye.
Thank you. Aye. Cool.
You know
Perfect.
what? I actually.
No, you don't.
Probably the only one that's
Don't
gonna
say it. Don't say it, Mark.
I-
Mark, don't say it, Mark. Don't say it, Mark. Don't
you
say
were
it,
with him
Mark.
today. You were all seen with
say
him
what?
today. I'm just saying.
I thought it looked awful.
What?
The challenge.
Oh,
I know it's a follow through, but Connor's.
You want to check
absolutely
that chip in your arm, my mate?
right.
I think your chip's inserted wrong.
Yeah, could be. And honestly, I think Connor's right. You know, when you slow it down, it does look awful. But I think Ben's absolutely right as well. You know, it's not clear and obvious. I don't know. To me, that looked awful.
Is it dangerous foul play? Does it
Well,
go
could have
red
broken
card?
his leg.
No,
Could have broken.
no,
his leg.
but no, hold on, no, but like,
no, he's cleared the ball. He's got no.
yeah,
He's
he's
cleared the ball.
was there a
Yeah,
change of
obviously he's
motion?
follow-through.
No, hold on. Was there a
He got
change
to
of
the ball
motion?
first. Go on.
Was there a change of motion? It wasn't. The
No.
ball was cleared,
Yeah.
and then it hit the player. So it's just unfortunate. Okay.
Yeah, I
There's
do agree.
not
It just didn't
more-
look very good. It just didn't look very good. For the
Yeah,
first
but
one.
neither does anyone's ex-girlfriend. But we don't talk about that.
What's an analogy?
You might as well just not kick the ball. Might as well just
Yeah,
get
I
it
agree with that.
fanny tap or something.
Also, what do we all make of the recent offsides that we've seen with like literally a toe, like
No,
and
bullshit.
like these lines?
Yes.
How accurate do we actually think these lines are?
No.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's taken all the fun, and you know that's all part of the game, isn't it? Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some, and when it's
No.
going to, you know,
You need to be off. You need to be like offside, as in like you're like at least a percentage of your body, not
I thought he
inches.
was talking about you then.
So
Mark.
did I.
You need to be off. Axe him.
It's
Well,
on Mark
I
Knight
could, maybe I
against
meant
that,
two
isn't it?
things.
Bastards.
My head's gone now.
Do you know
Have we
what I
got
can't
anything
wait
else to
for? To put a shatterproof ruler up against the screen and going, drawing like a line across with the marker pen and going, yeah, that's definitely a toe offside.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
I don't
Oh
think
my
it's
God.
necessarily the offside rule. I think VAR is changing the offside rule,
Yes.
in my opinion,
Yeah.
because I don't understand how you can be offside with your hand. You're not scoring with your arm. Like that's
Maradona
But it's
did
your
in 82.
sleeve. Your sleeve now, isn't it?
Yeah. I want to remind all the British people here that Maradona did score with his arm. It was beautiful. It was glorious. None of us were alive, but it happened. Anyway, let's keep going.
And Thierry Henry did it for
Oh,
an
the
assist.
Thierry Henry.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, let's keep. Yeah, okay.
No, I still have the picture somewhere. Let me find it.
No, you don't. You don't.
So about Man United signing Declan Rice. No? Okay. That's
I
fine.
wanted Grealish, but here we are.
By the way, do we think that anything that's happened over the last week is going to impact clubs in the market this summer? Do we think that?
Because they might get banned.
No, I don't. I actually think that I think the Glazers and Kroenke will fork out this summer.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think Arsenal are going to spend massively this summer because Kroenke said they've sat there and said we're going to spend like we want to show our ambition and we want to stay at the club. And the only thing that they could potentially do to sidetrack fans is by spending a ton of money on that squad.
Yeah,
Completely agree with you.
I think that's probably the only thing that's going to come out of this positively. I think you're right. I think
Can I
they've got a
ask-
lot to-
Arsenal signing Haaland.
I can't remember what is it that got us out of the green and white, the green and gold thing from 10 years ago. What was it that stopped that happening? It was just the fact that we had Fergie and we were kind of winning, and I can't
won the
remember
league.
what.
We won the league the next year.
Yeah, well, I think if we get a big summer signing this year, maybe one or two this year, everyone will shut up. I think that's what's going to happen.
I don't think match. I think, again, that this isn't me trying to split up fans into categories or anything like that, but I think a nerve has been hit with a certain section of the fan base now that's never going to be forgiven.
Yes,
and I think that there's always going to be banners. There's always going to be, talking out. I think you're potentially right with maybe some of the wider fan base, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, if you split them up like the bloody Super League were doing in terms of like casual fans and bloody legacy fans, then maybe you might see a split. But ultimately, I think I said this on the live stream at the very start of the live stream, that I think that they've done more damage in the last week to United than they've done in the whole of their tenure. And put in mind, they've put the club in nearly £2 billion worth of debt. Or taken out £2 billion, of which half of that is currently debt. I that says a lot that the last week has been absolutely worse. And the way I described it was that when I'm older and I'm telling my kids about European football and what used to happen in European football, this will always come up. There's no way it won't now. With any conversations we have in the future about European football reforms, and it's going to tarnish. It's not going to be a positive conversation. It's going to be a negative one. And it's the moment that United really did sell out their fans, or the people at the top of United sold out their fans.
But the way you have to look at it, they don't care. Like, I genuinely think they're going to try buy us back within the next transfer window. And the thing is, if 95% of our fan base are saying, "Oh my God, we're buying back Ronaldo. Oh my God, we bought Haaland. Oh my God, we bought Sancho as well," like, it's going to dampen everything down until eventually it's going to be silenced. What has happened now? If they keep enough people happy, then people will forget about it, because football fans are loyal but fickle, unfortunately.
Yeah, I do agree with you. I think what it's done is really opened up everybody's eyes. I know that obviously we have been aware of the Glazers and what they've done and how much they've taken out, but I don't think everybody has been made aware of that. So I think that that's now a thing. I think that now, I said to Ben today that now that this has had so much coverage with the media and everything, I really feel that it's too much damage done, and I really feel that this is why I was saying that, because it's so fresh and still painful. This, regardless of playing Liverpool next, I couldn't give a fuck who we're playing next weekend. You take your first opportunity, go every weekend. Do you know what I mean? So, and I really feel that, like I said with the government earlier, I really feel that hopefully this has got a bit of traction. I think you're right. I think that if a couple of players are bought, there will be a lot of fans that probably like, okay, it's okay. But I think that this has really opened this has opened the world's eyes.
No. Sorry, not you. No. You're making wonderful points, Mark. No,
you all missed Al Foran, the impressionist, on earlier on, and he pretended to be Conor McGregor, and we done an interview about him buying United.
Yeah, it was brilliant. I heard that.
Yeah. Also, guys, we've got a sheep in the comments.
Oh no! Come on, we're all united, Karthik. Do you know what my favourite part of today was? The fact that all eyes were on us, and we had the audio turned up really loud, and we had Arsenal fans, Chelsea fans, and I believe a Leeds fan in the live chat going, "Go on, guys, you're doing great." And then it was like the chant about Leeds, the chant about City on repeat, and I was like, "Yes, guys, you're right. We're all united right now." And it's like,
oh, wonderful.
Should we close then with final thoughts on today, because it's been a bit of a momentous day, hasn't it? Do you want to go first, Karthik?
I will go last.
Okay, go on, Nat. You lead us. You talk the most sense.
Right. So today, it was all about the fans. It was all about, legacy fans, Gen Z fans, global fans. It don't matter what kind of box they want to put you in. We're all united, and like what Mark just said. Yeah, they can bring back Ronaldo, and he's one of my favourite all time. I love Ronaldo when I was in year 7, and I had all his posters on my walls. So doesn't matter how they try and buy us back. We all need to stay united, and we'll be happy to see signings. Of course we will, but we need to know that this is what they're always going to be planning. This is what they always want to do. They want to just milk us like a cash cow. And it's not that, it's our football club. So we need to stay united, no matter through it all, no matter how they want to divide us, no matter how they want to maybe buy us off, or, apologies is nothing now. That's what a lot of the things I'm seeing. Apology means nothing. So sign all the players you want. It's about time they started signing players. We shouldn't let that sort of change our mind. We're all against the Glazer. We all want to see a change, and we all want our football club to remain united in Manchester, because that's the roots of us. That's where we're born. That's why we love it. That's why people travel all over the world. They all travel into Manchester for the forecourt at Old Trafford, for the atmosphere, to see 11 men kicking a ball, like Kartik said at the start. So for me, it's about that and staying at one together.
I still can't believe there was a section of this show that we discussed that. Anyway, Mark, go on.
Yeah, it was. Look, I didn't get the opportunity before to be there in 2005, and obviously it was a first for me today. It was really great to be involved. Obviously, it meant a lot to us, as we've all discussed, Glazers, whatever. But yeah, it was a good day. Enjoyed it. It was great to meet everybody, and it was really great to see that sort of, that everyone getting together, and there was no aggression or anything like that. It was very tame, really peaceful, and it was good to see. So yeah, good day.
True. The most aggressive thing was that.
Hopefully, it means something.
The most aggressive thing that happened was the football flying about. That was probably the random firecracker thing that went off. That was a bit. That was a bit dodgy. Kind of go on, mate.
Yeah, I can only really echo what Nat and Mark have just said. I mean, it was good to see that it stayed peaceful, because the last thing I think most people wanted was for it to get, over the top and the violence that we've seen elsewhere. So that was good. It was good to. I think Nat said it earlier. It was even though that wasn't the reason why people were there, but it was almost like a match day. The way the fans were together and the chants were going, and it was good to get that feeling back of all United fans from all over the country or whatever, that just are there because they all love United. You don't know half of these people from Adam, but you've all got that common ground that you love United and you all want the same thing, which is getting the Glazers up. I hope this isn't going to get. I think there will be some signings in the summer that try and cover this up, and I do agree with what's been said. I think some of the fan base will probably forgive them for that and just forget and move on to the next big story. But I think because it's fresh at the moment, none of this, we're going to arrange our own protest. Just every single one, whether it's every weekend, every other weekend, get to every single one, get your voice heard, because we can't let those guys upstairs silence the most important people, which is us, the fans.
100%. Do you know what? Spot on. And Mohammed, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Benny, go on, mate.
Ben with the beard.
From the start of the week, where I was absolutely thank you. From the start of the week, when I was depressed as fuck, man, thinking what these fucking rotten bastards done to my life, mate. Feeling like it was over. Today proved why football's a beautiful thing, absolutely beautiful thing. That people that you've not seen in absolutely ages, since the last game against City at home, just seeing them again.
What?
Oh, what?
What did they do? Are you back? Go on.
I'm back.
You're back now. You're back now.
I'm back now. Fucking Wi-Fi is shit. Yeah, anyway, what was I saying?
Yeah, imagine having shit Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah, imagine shit Wi-Fi. No one here has shit Wi-Fi, do they?
Anyway, it's just a great day, mate. From fucking feeling down in the dumps at the beginning of the week till now, mate. And I agree with what everyone says. We've got to keep on protesting, mate. We've got to keep on turning up to every single one. That is laid on for us. We've got to make sure that it keeps fresh in everybody's minds. We need to stay united, and because let's be fair, there's no better fans in the world than Manchester United fans when their backs up against the wall, and we'll fucking drive the fuckers out at some point. I don't whether that might be, I don't fucking know, but they'll go at some point. Think about too many strongbows.
I want to point out that Ben is my diehard Man United supporter because he's got a gallow on his back wall.
I was going to say
he's
that.
Got a jersey with a gallow on his fucking hell.
I love that guy, I love that guy.
So did I. And he's taken from us too soon. He's not dead. I just mean, never mind. Also, can I just point out that Joe, you should be a bit more angry because Ben, the one without the massive beard, has not told him off once for swearing.
Yeah, but I guess Ben has his favorites. That's fine. That's he's going to shave his beard for charity. I believe that's what they have an agreement on, so it's fine.
If the Glazers leave, will you shave it off? Which Ben? Both.
Who are the Glazers?
Now I'll tell you that I have shaved my beard off before for a stupid bet. So yes, I would.
Who saw the banner that someone was holding up on a bit of cardboard box? It was like, my wife was asking for some new windows, but I told her that I didn't want like the Glazers in or something like that.
There's another one that said, I've had better apologies from my missus.
Yeah, and then the VAR decision is.
Yeah, I saw that one. That was a great one.
Joe, final thoughts.
Yeah, incredibly proud to be associated with this fan group today. I was a bit worried that we might have been outdone by Arsenal and shit like that. I wasn't sure because I know there was mixed messages being sent of whether it was going to happen today or whether it wasn't. But the fact that it was happening was just over the moon. I was following the whole thing. And through Ben and through Mark and through all of you being there, it was actually inspiring. So I'm just so thrilled that happened. I'm so thrilled to know people that were so heavily involved with it. So thanks so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which I think that's you, Ben. To below Ben.
My hair's upside down.
Yeah. I think it'll be scarier from the other way around, to be fair.
Ben, we all get stick on this show, mate. We all get stick on this show. By the way, can I just say for my bit, I want to echo Joe's words. 100% is spot on. I think I said at the start how proud I am of this whole team and of this fan base, and today that it was breathtaking seeing all that. But I also just want to say one thing. And I keep saying it, we need to keep making noise. Of course we have to keep making noise. But tomorrow, let's remember to make some noise for the team as well. For the men's team, for the women's team, because we've got two big games.
Absolutely.
And ultimately, the reason why we love this football club is because of that badge. It is because of what it represents. And those players need to go and put that on the pitch tomorrow. So ultimately, let's remember to support the lads tomorrow. And win or lose, let's not forget whether we do win or lose. Let's make sure that we remember the game. We talk about the game. We talk about the players, and we do it the right way. And we are Manchester United fans at the end of the day. We're not Glazer out fans. And ultimately, let's just remember that tomorrow. But as you've seen with our brand changes, what we're trying to do, look, we're not going to stop making noise. We're going to keep making noise. But ultimately, we're also here to support the team and obviously give fans the opportunity to have their voice on a platform that they can get on that's accessible to them. So yeah, well done everyone. Fantastic today. Fantastic.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah,
Mohammed, you know what? You don't need to tell me. I know I need a diet, right? Okay. I know. I'll change it.
I've lost a stone in the last month, lads. I've been smashing out 5Ks.
Only you have noticed that, but okay.
Look at you, Ben. You went saying getting the guns out. I saw you lifting. Yeah.
It's actually what's there, Ben.
Don't shoot.
And Mark's the best looking one on here now, is he? Yeah.
All right, I'm still in the top. I'm still in the top 6, so I'm fine.
You aren't even in the top 7, mate.
How many is there? Right, who is this? Mohammed, calm down, right? I'm getting there. Jesus Christ.
No, you're not. What you're getting to is we're winning the fucking league.
Yeah, this guy can piss off. I mean, speaking of hair that's upside down, look at this fella here. Mate,
by the way, these fans are the last people that can talk about badges.
Yeah, I know. Only a couple of years ago. Your old one. Fucking hell. I mean, not the old one. The one.
3 days it took your club, your decision makers, to boycott a ridiculous badge. Come on, don't talk to us about badges.
Exactly. Also, Reese is driving home. He's not going to shag you, Reese. Right?
Yeah, but Mark, I'd be real worried about me and Reese in the back corner somewhere because he's been kind of spreading this a lot. Okay,
I think Reese wants to meet him in the back corner.
Yeah, I think so. To be honest, we were all kind of like, okay, Reese, ha ha ha. But now it's like, I want to ride Mark. I want to have sex with Mark.
Joe, where's this coming from?
I'm just saying.
I think Joe's jealous.
It's not the first time. Look, I'm only jealous of myself.
That came from nowhere.
It's just he's mentioned about 5 times. I'm just saying.
Someone in the comments just send Joe some love because he's feeling a bit, left out today.
Yeah, he wasn't at the protest. He didn't get to meet Mark in person.
Probably because he's not wearing his Panathinaikos top.
Yeah, that's probably
There it is.
Go
right,
on,
before we wrap
Carthy,
up, then I'll give my last final thoughts. Today was a big day. I've seen a few of the comments say that today felt like a big day, and I think it was for many reasons. For us, it was a big day because it's the first time we've met each other. It's the first time we've actually got to meet in person and get together for something. It was also felt like the first of a set of protests that will lead to a revolution almost, and I don't want to say revolution and make it dramatic, but that is what it feels like. It feels like we're pushing on, and I said this on the radio the other day. I said it feels like we've just gone 1-0 up with this Super League being dead, and then they've just gone down to 10 men, and we're going, right, you know what? Let's smash them. Let's go 10-0 up. That's what we've got to do now. We've got to keep pushing. We've got to keep, as we've said, keep making noise, keep trying to drive home this message that we're not going away. You can do whatever you want, but you've crossed the line now, and we're just not going to go away. That has to be the message. But as Ben said, we're still United fans, so let's not forget that there's a group of players there that need our support, and they're playing Leeds of all people tomorrow. So the last thing we need to be doing is forgetting about the game. What
I want to say, my niece and nephew is being born tomorrow. Okay. And all my family are Man United fans, but my brother-in-law is a Leeds fan. So we've put a bet on. He's not happy with this, but whoever wins tomorrow gets a child to support that club. So
Gets a child.
he's adamant that's not the case, but it's the case. So we have to win tomorrow.
Can I also point out one thing? Who's the one bragging about being on the radio now, Karthik?
Oh, ha ha ha! Right. The difference is I get invited. And I do for free. I don't get.
Okay, well, Ben gets paid to be there, so I think that's kind of an
argument down. Just play the intro again. Play the intro again.
Play the intro. You know what? No, before I go, I need to end this in a familiar way. Right, we've protested against the Glazers. Right, we're doing it. We're starting it. You know what this means? It means that Joel and all of the rest, the guy who looks like a walking testicle, by the way, he can fuck off, get some more clothes, for fuck's sake, right? He can go. We're going to get all of them gone. We're going to bring Edwin van der Sar back to the club. We're going to sign Jadon Sancho. We're going to sign Erling Haaland in a couple of years.
Harry Kane.
Preach, my brother.
We're going to sign Harry Kane to play up front with them. We're going to play a formation of 2 at the back and 6 up front. We're going to be absolutely mint. We're going to win the Premier League. We're going to win the FA Cup. We're going to win the Carabao Cup. We're going to win whatever the fuck else you want to put us in. We'll win the Super League as well because we'll create our own league because they'll find it so unfair that we're winning the league by 35 fucking points. I'm running out of breath. I'm looking for the outro button. See you in a bit. Like the video, subscribe. We're going to win the fucking league. See you in a bit.